Really? Postman just announced a plugin for Claude Code. And now you can take advantage of all Postman features right inside your Claude terminal. Hey, this is Sudipta from Technical Potpourri, and in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can set up this new Postman plugin for Claude and how you can use that. So without any further delay, let's directly jump in. To start with, the first thing that we need to do, we need to clone the plugin. And here is a command, git clone followed by this URL. I'll put all the comments in the description of this video so that you can definitely follow that. So let me clone this one first. Looks like it's cloned. So let me see. Okay, so now I can see I have a folder called Postman Claude Code plugin. Perfect. With that, what I need to do, I need to put the Postman API key into a variable. So before that, I need to create the Postman API key. So the way you can do that, I'll quickly show you. So if you go to your Postman and log in, once you log in, you need to click on your profile icon and then go to here. And then from here, you need to click on the API keys and then you need to generate API key. So I've already have my API key created, and that is something that I'm going to use today. So now you need to put the API key into a variable and put it inside your profile. So the command for that is export followed by the Postman API key and then your API key. Okay, and then press enter. To make sure your API key is working, all you need to do, you need to do a echo of the same variable. And if you see your API key is being returned from the last command, then it means your API key is properly set. With your API key properly set, now you need to start connecting the Claude with your Postman. Before I do that, I'd like to show you what I have. Okay, so inside my workspace, I have a collection called currency, and this is what I am going to use. So here I have a get function, which is basically doing USD to CAD. I can change that to USD to CAD. Okay, and if I execute that, it's telling that from CAD to USD, so 10 CAD will be equals to 7.19 something USD. So this is the collection that I'm going to use inside my Claude. So now I need to start the Claude code with this Postman plugin loaded. So the command for that is, so Claude, then --plugin dir, and then where your plugin is basically stored. So currently it's stored inside this folder. So I'll just put that and press enter. So now it's asking me whether I trust this folder. I said yes. And now I am inside my Claude. Now how to check whether the Postman plugin is really loaded or not? You can here put / and then Postman, and then you find all this option will come. So if you see that, it means your Postman has been loaded successfully inside your Claude terminal. So before I proceed, let me explain a very quick way how it works under the hood. So when you load it with a __ plugin dir, it bundles a MCP JSON file that auto configures the Postman MCP server. So there are 3 skills which will be loaded automatically. So the number 1 is a Postman routing, which detects your intent and routes to the correct command. Second one is a Postman knowledge, which provides domain expertise for choosing the right MCP tool. And the third one is a agent ready APIs, which brings knowledge about what makes APIs compatible with the AI agent. Okay, so now to start with, let me explain the first command, which is a Postman Mock. So what this will do, this will read your collection, generate the example responses, create the server, and return you back the URL so that you can use that. So that's what this command will do. So for that, I am going to use Postman Mock, the first option, and press enter. Okay, there are this many 9 workspaces I have, but the one that I'm going to use is called the Technical Potpourri. So I'm going to select 5 and press enter. Now it's telling that under that workspace, I have this many collection, which collection I want to use to create my mock server. So I'm going to use the currency one. I'm going to put 1 and press enter. and very soon it will return me a mock server URL which I can use. Okay, perfect. Looks like the collection has 3 requests get, and this is the URL. So let me copy that and try that. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a new tab and put this command and execute. And as you can see, here is a response coming back from my mock server. So it's so easy to create the mock server right from your Claude terminal. I can use the same thing for the time series. Let's copy that and put it here and press enter. And here's the response. It giving me a history of conversion between CAD and USD and CAD and CHF over the period of time. So it's so easy to create the mock server now. And it also gave the URL of the mock server. This is the URL of the mock server. Okay, with that, let's see what else we can do. So there is one important command which is the Postman Security. As you can see here, this is the one. So what this will do, this will run 20 plus checks, including OWASP API top 10 coverage test. So each finding will be assigned a severity score and a specific remediation guidance based on your API's actual endpoint and the auth configuration. Let's do that. Let's execute that and see. Okay, the results are coming back. Here, as I said, each finding will given a severity. So here is the critical one. Real API hard-coded in all 3 requests. API key passed as a query parameter. Then these are the high one, API key embedded in the saved response example, no error response documented, no 429 or rate limit response defined, and this is a medium one. So these are the risk and these are the status. And based on that, it's telling the score is 32 out of 100. It's also giving me some option. Would you like me to fix them? So Claude and this Postman plugin will not only list you the security problems, but also it will help you to fix the problem. Replace the hardcode APIs with the API key across all requests, move the key from query param to header, create an environment variable API key and all this thing. Should I proceed with all fixes or pick a specific one? I say proceed with all fixes. Let's see what we'll do. Proceed with all fixes, please. And here is the response. So 2 critical issues and 3 high issues are all being fixed. This is what was created. So as you can see, it has fixed most of the problems. And let's say it has created an API key and everything. So let me bring my Postman here. Here is a variable API key, and inside that it has stored the API key and then use that. It was able to fix most of the problems, basically the critical and the high problems. Okay, let's see what we can do. Let's say you are exposing your API to your partners and you want to check the quality of the documentation. So there is a command for that which is called the Postman Docs. And what this will do, it will audit your existing docs, identifies the gaps, which is basically the missing description, undocumented parameters, no examples, and generate improvements. When you are happy with it, it can publish directly. So let's see how it will work. So it's telling that I already have the full currency collection from this session, and here are the overall coverage 43%, but these are the gaps which has to be filled. Basically, there is the request description for to and from, those are missing. And what it can do, it is asking me, it can update in the Postman, publish the public docs and generate the markdown or all of them. I say, let's do all of them. So I'll select 4 and press enter. So looks like everything is done. And as you can see, here is the MD file, the markdown file. It's basically an exchange rate conversion and historical time series data powered by API layer. This is a base URL. This is how the authentication works. These are the different endpoints and some example responses, 401 responses, 429 too many requests, and everything is being documented. Okay, so you can definitely share this markdown file with your customer, or you can commit that to your Git repo, and from there people will understand about this project. So this is a very handful tool provided by Postman plugin. Okay, with that, let's see what else we can do. What are the different commands? So here we can see, we have already seen the mock, we have seen the docs, sync, we know, test. Let's execute the test. What this test will do, it will run the Postman collection test, analyze the result and diagnose failure and suggest fixes. So let's see that. Okay, so let's start with test and see. It's telling that it's cleaning up the stale task and check for existing monitors in the workspace. So asking for permission, which I'm giving that. So it's telling that two things to address before running test. One is there is no test script exists today and there is no monitor configured. So here is what can be done, which is option 1 is full setup, which is recommended. Option 2 mock safe test, and option 3 is a Newman. So let's say go ahead with the option 1 or option A. Let's press A and enter. And what it will do, it will add test script to all the 3 requests, create a monitor pointing at the currency collection and run it on demand and show the result. Okay, so let's see how it will do that. So now all test scripts are added and environment updated. Now it's creating the monitor. So monitor is also created and it's now running the monitor, and very soon it will return the result. And it also scheduled the monitor every Monday at 9 AM Eastern. Results visible in the Postman under monitor in the technical Potpourri workspace. So let's see that. Okay, and so let me bring the Postman and see where is the monitor. So as you can see, here is a workspace, technical Potpourri, and if I go to the monitor, I can see there is a new monitor being created, which is currency API monitor. And if we click here, we can see that it's being executed. I can click on run again, which will run all the tests from this one. And it's telling 0 failed tests, 0 errors on all this thing. And it's giving the result also. So this is a very important tool and very easy way we can use a Claude plugin to create our test and also create the monitor. Perfect. I think I have covered most of the things. And yeah, that's all for today. If you think this video is helpful, please share that with your friends, with your colleagues, so that they know about this new powerful feature, Postman plugin inside Claude. Please subscribe to my channel Technical Potpourri and don't forget to click on the bell icon so that when I publish my next video, I want you to be notified first. And again, thank you for watching my video. I'll see you next time.